Welcome to this month 4 hair transplant progress update video. Hey guys, my name is Richard. I'm currently on week 18 after my hair transplant. So as I said, we're just beginning month 4. Things have been progressing really well. So before we begin, I'm just gonna give you a quick 360 of what my hair looks like right now. As you can see, the top is looking pretty good. If we're very far away and in a dark room, it actually looks like I've got hair on my head. If the light is coming directly from the top, so if I go like closer to the window, you can see, oh, maybe too much. You can see that it does shine through a bit, but I guess it will thicken up. It will thicken up as the time goes by through, you know, month 4 and month 5. So, yeah. So let me just give you a quick 360. So that is what it looks like from front, back and side. If I give you a quick close-up over here, and as I said, you can see through it. It ain't that thick yet, but I mean, on the positive, you know, the hairline is really low now. For me, you know, I've got a naturally high hairline, so for me, this hairline is low. Like normally it will be like sitting up here and, you know, all the way back there. And that has been like that for many years. So I was actually, before I made this video, I was actually looking back at some old pictures, and I noticed that I think sort of 2006 onwards is when my hairline started going gradually more and more back. And I think I didn't realize it at the time. I do remember my friend pointed out to me in a pub in like 2000 and I guess it would have been like 2010, 2011. He was like, "Hey Rich, going a bit bald there." And I was like, "Oh," you know, and that was the kind of the thing for me. And I didn't want to admit it at the time. So I would be covering up. I'd wear hats more. I would, you know, brush my hair up more so that it would be covering these things up. But I think it didn't really hit me. I didn't really notice it until later on, until, you know, sort of 2016, 2017, when I saw some like pictures from holidays where I could see like, you know, a massive bald patch on the back of my head, or, you know, stuff really shining through. And I was like, oh man, this is looking really bad. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I should, you know, and I started looking at all these, hair growth remedies, shampoos and all this stuff, and I tried actually some of this stuff. There's a Chinese medicine called 101. I tried that for like a few months, and it smelled really bad, and it was like you had to apply it twice a day, and it didn't make any difference whatsoever. But yeah, and I was kind of ready to give up on it. I had my hair grown out a bit, and I would just kind of try to brush it so it didn't look too much like a comb over, but it was starting to get to the point where it's so thin that if I brushed it, it just looked worse than, you know, anything. And if I don't know, for some reason I didn't really want to crew cut it. I didn't really want to cut it too short. I don't know. It was just one of those things. And then at one point, the guy from the corner shop next to my house, Mr. Gandhi, was a good friend of mine. He just had his hair done, and he came back, and I remember going to his shop, and I was like, "Hey man, did you have a haircut?" He said, "No, I just had a hair transplant." I was like, "Oh wow, any good?" And he said, "Well, yeah, look." And he was like, I think it was about 4 weeks in at the time, and it was looking okay. I mean, given that he's got dark hair because he's Indian, and you know, it looked pretty good. And I was like, oh man. And he's like, you know, 60 odd, you know, he's not a young man. But that kind of hit me, and I was like, where'd you get it done? He was like, you know what, Richard, you should go and get yours done while your donor area is still healthy. And this is how I ended up getting my hair transplant. So I got the clinic's details that he went to. He got me all the contact numbers and everything, so we went from there. And then Transplant clinics did the rest. So, but yeah, I'm just gonna put up. So as I said, I was looking through some pictures from like previous years just to see when I could start noticing some signs of hair loss. So I'm just gonna put some pictures up now. Don't judge me. These are from like 2003, 2002, and you know, that's good 18 years back when they do look a bit weird. But yeah, if you look through, you know, my pictures, you can see that, you know, my hairline, especially up here, is starting to, you know, climb back more and more. And I think, I don't know why, I never really noticed it. I guess it's like, when you look at yourself on day-to-day basis, these changes aren't noticed. When somebody else looks at them and points them out, that's when it hits you. So one thing I did this week is I spoke to my doctor again, and I was like, hey man, it's getting into month 4 now. I'm kind of almost running out of the spray that they gave me, the anti-hair loss spray, which is really like a bunch of oils and stuff mixed together that are good for your hair and good for hair growth. I said, look, I'm running out of this spray that you guys gave me. I'm already moved on to different supplements than you gave me. I'm using, you know, multivitamin stuff. Is there anything that you would recommend similar to the spray, or, you know, is there any supplement, anything I should be starting to use as I'm entering month 4? And he was like, no, Richard, I'm sorry, there's, you know, nothing like our spray available in the market, which I kind of expected them to say, because they told me that when I bought the spray on the day. And he said, you don't really need anything, just carry on with what you're doing. But me being me, I kind of looked into this a bit further, and I started looking around on the internet and stuff. And I did find another spray that I'm gonna start using once I finish the one I'm using. But I think I still got another week or so left in the spray that I'm using now. So I will cover that topic next week, where I'll talk about the new spray that I bought and, you know, the contents of it and the potential benefits of it. That being said, everything else is same as usual. I'm not really using anything new. If anything, I'm using less. I'm still sticking to my shampooing on a daily basis. I have started, you know, after sports, just wiping my head down with a wet towel and just briefly washing it under tap if there's no shower facilities around, which there sometimes aren't. So just to get rid of any salts or anything, any buildups. And then I'll wash my hair out when I get home, as I said in my previous videos. But other than that, I haven't really introduced anything new. And as you can see, things are looking okay. Yeah, it's not too bad. Anyway, by the way, also, if you just had a hair transplant done or anything similar, and you've seen some changes in your hair growth and stuff, or if you've come across any product or anything that you've been using which is like, you know, I don't want to, I think I will never use things like finasteride or any of these kind of medicines, purely because I think when you're starting to, you know, take female hormones and all this kind of stuff, that's just something I don't want to mess with. I know some people say there's no side effects, and some people have horrific side effects, and hair is just not one of those things that I'm willing to risk trying these things out. But if you've got anything natural that works, please use the comments, let me know, man. If you've like done a video on something and it's worked for you, post the link, man. I would like to have a look. Also, anyone used these laser stuff? I know I did a video like I did a video a couple of weeks ago on this LED hairbrush, and to be honest with you, I've used it like from time to time in the evenings when I watch TV. It's a hassle-free kind of tool that you can use. It's super uncomfortable, it's really awkward, and I don't think it really makes any difference, if I'm being honest. I mean, it's just a bunch of lights shining on your head, and it does kind of massage it, so I guess massaging, as I said, is good for your scalp, you know, promotes better blood circulation and stuff, but other than that, I don't know. I don't, you know, if you ask me to pay crazy money for it, I would never go for it. But I guess £8 can't harm. But yeah, I think that thing's pretty rubbish. I don't think it really works. What else? But yeah, if you've like used any of these like laser helmets and all this kind of stuff, does it really work? I saw this guy, so I saw on Amazon the laser helmet thing, right? And the guy commented, it gave it a 5-star review, and he said, man, this stuff really works. You gotta get yourself one of these. I've been using it for 6 months. Look at my hair, it looks awesome. And he showed it like a before and after picture of his hair, and okay, give him a sort of credit. His hair did look really good comparing to what it looked like before. But then in his steps of what you gotta do, he said, all you gotta do, you gotta take finasteride, you gotta take minoxidil, you gotta take all these vitamins, you gotta use all the shampoos, and you gotta use this helmet, you know, once every 2 days for 25 minutes. And, you know, I might be wrong here, but if you use all that stuff that you listed, you know, finasteride, you use minoxidil, that's gonna give you the hair anyway. You don't need the laser for that. You don't need to pay another £700 for a laser helmet, or 1,200 or whatever they cost. So one of those, it's too expensive for me to experiment with, but if you have tried it out, let me know I won't. I'll be curious to see. And you know, like an honest opinion rather than I used a bunch of, you know, all these medicines and stuff and the helmet and it worked. If you just use the helmet on its own and it worked, let me know. I would be really curious to know. So far, as I said, we're entering month 4. Things are looking really good. By the way, if this is one of my first videos that you're watching or you haven't subscribed yet, please click on the subscribe button at the bottom, enable bell notifications, and that way you won't miss out on any future content that I post. I think that's pretty much it for this week. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoy watching the progress on my hair transplant. As I said, so far, I'm really happy with it. If you do enjoy watching these videos, please don't forget to like the video and click on the thumbs up button. But yeah, otherwise, I will see you guys next week. If there's anything you want me to cover, any topic, anything, please feel free to use the comments below, and I'll try to make a video for you or answer your message through the comments. But that is it. I will see you guys next week. Bye for now.